Well, hello everyone. So glad you're here. I'm going to be showing you some things about an app that I've just discovered from the Sunday Sounds people. I've used MainStage for years, and within MainStage I've used Sunday Keys. Well, a couple of years ago they pulled Sunday Keys out of MainStage, and now it's a standalone app. And I wanted to show you some of the things I've discovered since I started using it a couple of days ago, and it's so inspiring. And I think that you might find it inspiring too as you see what's possible for us as keyboard players. Now, I'm a pianist and I've got a classical background where I'm used to playing magnificent Yamaha or Steinway or Bösendorfer concert grand pianos, and part of the majesty of great acoustic piano, whoops, is that their sound. Sorry, that's what I get for going live, right? And this is how I learn. So this is a sound from Native Instruments called Alicia's Keys. So it might seem like an obvious point, but the developers of MainStage of Sunday Keys were careful to be sure that these favorite plugins of ours from third-party vendors would work within MainStage, would work within Sunday Keys. Wow. So now let me show you some of the other things that you can do with those sounds, whether they're from within Sunday Keys itself or from these outside sources. So I showed you Alicia's Keys. That's in my first set of sounds. Now, this is designed to have these, you see these vertical lines on the screen just above the keyboard. Those are called sections, and each section can have a sound in it. So I've got my piano in that first section. The next three sounds are devoted to string type sounds. Listen to this. Now the acoustic guitar can come in, and I could fade the strings out. Now that's the guitar track, by the way, from Brandon Lake's recording of Gratitude, one of the many versions that's out there, but it's just an incredible arrangement. So that's my second sound option. And I want you to notice just below the sections themselves are these little tiles you see here. And as I go through my buttons here on my controller, you'll see that, watch the faders above the names of the sounds. You see all that movement there? Now the fourth sound is the only one you'll hear. And it's this type of pad sound with a little bit of character of strings. But it's almost like a muffled sound, but it's a pretty texture that it brings, especially to this string, a group of sounds together. Now, beyond that, I can use that string sound that I showed you by itself a moment ago. I can layer that with piano and listen to this. Let's say it's an intro for Gratitude when the guitar comes in tempo, but I could retard here. And now on the next downbeat, here comes guitar. And fade my strings and piano. So in a real sense, what I feel like this app is allowing me to do, and what it could allow you to do, is to create real time and try things in the moment, maybe at a rehearsal to see if they work well. But I believe that with time, you can bring these kinds of variety of sounds and activity to your services, and it's just fantastic to me. So let me show you one other thing that's amazing about the app, and that is that we have this tonic pad player built in, and over to the left, you'll see a light come on in the top left corner of that area. and that'll start the pad player to working, and I'll play some piano against that. And then I can hit the pad button and it'll stop. But it takes a moment to fade out, which is nice, rather than an abrupt pause. So that's a very quick overview of what the Sunday Keys app brings to your potential as a worship musician. And I hope you find it encouraging, inspiring, and that whatever your outlet is, like for me at Sunday Keys right now, find a way to be inspired. Study a great arrangement of a recording, listen to what the strings were doing, and maybe find a sound on your instrument, whether it's software, your actual keyboard, to copy those sounds and to copy the lines they were playing. It's a great learning experience. And whatever you do, thanks for your work as a musician. I hope you're encouraged. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for being here.